So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a Lazy 8 challenge. A Lazy 8 is otherwise known as the infinity sign. We're going to instruct our child to draw an infinity sign, and through that we're going to be able to get some insights as to how internally organized or unorganized their body is. So right now I'm going to sit down and I'm going to show you how you should instruct your child on what to do. So first are the materials. You want to have a piece of paper. It can be a standard 8.5 by 11, but if you have any paper that's a little bit larger, that's even better. You want to have perhaps a one of those fat Laddie pencils. You can use a crayon, you can use a marker. If you just have a regular pencil, you can use that too. And you want to have some kind of tape. I have some painter's tape because it's easy, it won't stick to the paper so much and my surface. Okay. What you will do is first you will tape down your paper. You can do this before this child even comes. In fact, I used to do this with entire classrooms, and I would have them all taped on their desks, ready to go. So you can just have one piece of tape at the top. If you want another tape, just so it doesn't move, you can tape it on both the top and the bottom. If you don't have tape or you don't want to tape, then you can kind of hold the paper for them, but it's better if you can just tape it. Right? When the child sits down, you will want to instruct them to draw a line across the paper. Right? If that is all the instructions that you give them, draw a line across the paper. Some children will draw it up and down, and what we're doing is we're observing if they understand what the word across means. But we want them to draw it across the paper. If they draw it up and down, you can say, well, now can you draw it the other way? So then now you know that they don't understand across. So you want them to draw it across the middle of their paper. So we're going to have them just draw a line across the middle of the paper. You can also have them do things like, write your name and the date in the top left-hand corner, so you can kind of get an idea, do they know their right, do they know their left? When you're giving directions, you're not necessarily correcting, but you're just observing. Okay, now that they have this line, you're going to ask them to put an X or a circle or a dot in the center of the line, just to mark the beginning. And then we're going to make sure that our nose or his nose is in line with that center, because we want to make sure that they're drawing the Lazy 8 or the infinity sign where evenly across the body, not off to one side or off to the other. Okay, so then they're going to start. What I would do as the parent is I would first, if you have a whiteboard, I would model on the whiteboard. If you have your own paper, I would model on your paper first before the child begins, because it's going to be very specific. You want the child to start up and to the left. So you're going to model for them however you're going to do it, either on the board or on the another paper. But they're going to, but don't have them follow you. Just have them watch you, have it drawn, and then have them do it, okay? So tell them the instructions are they're going to start up to the left. They're going to draw 3 times with their dominant hand, 3 times with their non-dominant hand, and then they're going to draw 3 times together, and you'll watch me do that. Okay, so ready? You're going to watch. I'm going to change hands. And then I'm going to do it together. and then we're going to stop. So make sure that that you either have a name or a date, or somehow indicating where the top is, because after a while you're not going to remember which one is the top and bottom. So I'm just going to put, I don't have my name on here, so I'm just going to put top. Actually, I should put the date. So all right. Okay, so you can do one or two things. You can either take a snapshot and put it in the comments below, and then I can make a comment. Or if you are hesitant about doing that, you can take a snapshot and then you can send it and you can private message me, and I'll just kind of tell you a couple things that I notice in your ACE. It's really interesting, the things that we can see and we can notice in the ACE that we make, and actually you might want to do it yourself. And this is a good tool too, because we can use this aid before and after a balance. So I might have a student draw the 8 before balance and after the balance, and sometimes it changes. It just kind of depends. Sometimes it's exactly the same. Sometimes it shifts a little bit because their body has shifted. And actually a few times I've seen it shift for it where it seems like it's worse because I think their body is adjusting. But it's a good assessment piece to use before and after a movement balance or a balance of any kind. Maybe you're working with meridians or whatever. Okay, I'm really excited about you participating in this challenge, and I hope to see your pictures in the comments below. Thank you.